the land of ice and snow, a Viking appeared in the frozen mist with a chef's knife and sauté pan. Well, okay, from warm Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, that same Viking, now with thinner blood, brings you a Viking's Kitchen.
Thanksgiving dinner. Turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy. We're gonna do a classic rendition of that. We're gonna start with the perfect turkey. There are so many variations of how to do a turkey, and I'm sure you've been somewhere or had your own turn out dry as a rubber tire. We're gonna solve that problem here today. And that's gonna be with the perfect turkey. We're gonna start with washing the bird. What I'm doing here is making sure that everything from the inside of the bird is out. I'm gonna wash it off under a faucet. Now, we have sterilized this sink. Remember that, you gotta sterilize it first. Make sure that the sink is clean before the bird goes in. Yes, you're gonna be putting it in a 500-degree oven, but we never trust that. Also, when you do handle raw chicken, raw turkey, raw pork, raw any kind of meat, make sure you sterilize everything. You do not want cross-contamination. That means where you might have some juice from this raw turkey, and then all at once you start cutting vegetables on the side or making your cranberry sauce. Not good. You don't want to do that. A lot of people will get sick. Sterilization, sterilization, sterilization. Always remember that. Keep people healthy first. I've got a 23-pound bird, a big bird, barely fitting in the pan, so I'm going to put this around it. That'll help to catch any overflow. I've got olive oil and vegetable oil, and we're gonna coat the bird with this. This is a mixture. So use one hand to keep free, and the other hand is gonna rub this down. This is gonna give it that nice golden brown, kind of like you see in those movies, those turkeys that always look so perfect. Of course, those have been shellacked, but we're gonna make this one real. Okay. I have brought some fresh rosemary. You don't have to do this, okay? I'm gonna stick it right in here. This is gonna flavor this bird. Give it something a little bit exotic. Makes your guests, people who are cooks, gourmets, apprentice chefs or chefs will be able to tell what it is. Others will be guessing what it is you've done with the meat, because it's gonna bring that effervescence through the meat as it's cooking. We're also gonna make a tint. So I'm going to wash my hand off right now. And you'll see I have paper towels laying beside me. Why is that? Once again, cross-contamination. Paper towels are wonderful. They're very sanitary. I'm gonna take and make a tint. A little bit more for this bird. And what that means is we're gonna pre-form it. Go under the wing there. If the bird starts to get a little too brown, we're gonna cover it with this tint. So we're gonna lay this aside. Remember that this tint does have raw turkey juice on it, okay? So set it aside. In fact, I'm gonna put it on a plate so it doesn't touch anything else. We may use that, we may not. We're gonna see how the bird looks when it's almost complete. I've got the oven preheated to 500 degrees. We're gonna stick this in there. You're probably going like 500 degrees for a turkey? Yes, for the first 30 minutes. We're gonna set the timer at 15 minutes because every oven has a hot spot. So you wanna rotate to make sure that that stays a little more even during the cooking process. I don't have the rack completely down, but it's down far enough to where the bird's not gonna hit the top. Okay, timer's set for 15 minutes. We're gonna rotate it another 15 minutes, turn the temperature down to 350, insert the probe. We're gonna run it to 162 degrees because the bird will finish cooking after it's out of the oven at 350 for about 3, 4, 5 degrees. 165 is the goal. 170, you start getting dry turkey. Carefully. You can see it starting to brown already a little bit. That's good. That's what you want. The turkey is beautiful. We're going to pull that out, put a thermometer in it. Turn the oven down to 350. If you can see this from here, you'll notice that this is 20 degrees off. This says 370. This stove, as most ovens, even commercial ovens, they're not exact. You want to get an oven thermometer so that you know exactly what your temperature is cooking with, because it does make a difference, especially when it's 20 degrees off. So the turkey's ready to go. We're going to stick a thermometer in it down by the breastplate. Not on the breastplate, right next to it. So you're going to play a little bit of orthopedic surgeon here. You're going to go in there and you're going to feel where that breastplate is, back it out, turn it to where you can imagine the end being about 1/4 to 1/2 inch away from that bone. And that way you're going to get a good temperature on what the meat is, not what the bone is. Once again, we've set this at 162, drop the temperature on the oven. The turkey is done. Carefully bring it out. Remember, it is hot, it is heavy, and it will burn you. That is a beautiful bird, and it's going to be very tasty. It's time to do the honors and carve the turkey. Oh, this is tender and juicy. Oh boy, you can hear the juice inside while you're cutting it. I'm gonna put this on top, it's prettier, isn't it? So juicy. You don't have to have dry turkey. You don't have to settle for that. The time has come. The turkey, mashed potatoes, sauce, gravy, dressing, stuffing, cranberry sauce. You know, I like to kind of mix it all together. It's really good, that last bite you get off the plate. But I'll taste each thing individually. The turkey. Oh, it's perfect. If you follow this style, you will not be disappointed. There you have it, a Thanksgiving meal fit for a king. And it wasn't that hard. It takes a little bit of time to put all this together, but then you got leftovers for 3 days. How cool is that? Make it for real, make it from scratch, make it your own. We'll see you around.